Hello everyone. In this video, I will discuss the advantages and disadvantages of nonverbal and verbal communication. Let's start with the advantages of verbal communication. In verbal communication, we can freely express what we want just by talking and sharing our thoughts and opinions with others. Secondly, it will be easier for us to grasp and understand what the other person is saying by hearing their voice. We will be able to know what expression they have or what tone of the voice they have by listening attentively. And lastly, in communicating verbally, we can get our feedbacks right away. For example, we ask another person a question and right on the spot, they will give us an immediate answer. The following are the disadvantages of verbal communication. In verbal communication, losing your temper may put you at a disadvantage. It is because negativity will swallow you up and there might be times that you will speak inappropriate or offensive words that can lead into misunderstandings and quarrels. Secondly, if the one you are talking to does not pay attention to what you are trying to say, then your message won't be delivered no matter how good you are in communicating. It is because the receiver did not receive the message due to lack of attention towards you. Lastly, certain individuals have difficulty in comprehending speech due to the variety of speech tones used in verbal communication. Let's move on to the advantages of nonverbal communication. Nonverbal communication includes facial expressions and gestures. So, the first advantage of this is that we will be able to know what the other person wants to convey just by looking at their faces. Human faces are expressive, that is why we can tell in a glance. Second is that we can also communicate with people by using hand gestures. That will make it easy for us to communicate within a short amount of time. For example, you wave to another person and the other person waves back at you. That only means that you are saying hi to each other. Lastly, nonverbal communication is advantageous to people with disability in hearing and talking. And these people uses sign language, which requires the hands and finger gestures. And here are the disadvantages of nonverbal communication. First, not all people are good in conveying their feelings through facial expressions. That is why we can't really tell what the other person is trying to convey if their face has no emotion. Secondly, with hand gestures, we might be confused with what it means. And lastly, not all people are good in interpreting things. They won't be able to know anything unless you talk to them. That is why effective communication is essential in everything, and it goes with both ways. It is important that the two parties understood each other to be able to call it an effective communication, whether it is verbal or non-verbal. The nature of communication that I've chosen is that communication occurs between two or more people. Because if you are just talking to yourself, then where is the communication? There is none. Unlike talking to your friend, there is a two-way process. One is the sender and the other is the receiver. And that is all for today. Thank you for listening and have a good day.